reporting live on CNN with new reports of an almost fatal incident involving the crew of the Apollo Suez test project. According to our reports, toxic nitrogen dioxide gas has leaked into the spacecraft, almost killing the crew inside. I turn to Mike for more info on this dangerous gas. Mike?
Thanks, Tiffany. I'm here downtown, a common place to find nitrogen dioxide. This reddish-brownish toxic gas is a byproduct of burning hydrocarbons. Most of the nitrogen dioxide in cities come from motor vehicle exhaust, about 80%, in which engines are burning gasoline, propane, diesel fuel, natural gas, or jet fuel. Other sources of nitrogen dioxide are petrol and metal refining, electricity generation, and coal-fired power stations, other manufacturing industries, and food processing. Back to you, Tiffany.
I see, but why exactly has this chemical endangered our astronaut? What makes it so dangerous?
Well, you see, Tiffany, nitrogen dioxide studies on humans indicate the long-term exposure of NO2 levels may decrease lung function and increase the risk of respiratory systems, such as bronchitis and cough. Several studies have shown that NO2 exposure increases allergic response to inhaled pollens. People with asthma and children in general are considered to be more vulnerable to NO2 exposure. The most serious effect from significant exposure to nitrogen dioxide can cause pulmonary edema, which is fluid from damaged lung tissue that pours out into the air spaces, preventing air from getting deeper lung, causing choking and suffocation. This may occur immediately with heavy exposure, but is most likely to be delayed, usually several to 24 hours after exposure. Seeing this is what may have happened to the astronauts.
Very concerning, yes. Watch out, folks!
We got a chance to talk to a true survivor of this tragic gas. Aaron Michaels, one of the many individuals who spent most of his time near or on major roadways, many of whom can experience short-term NO2 exposures considerably higher than measured by the current network. Hey, Mom. Hey, Steve. So, Aaron, tell us, what do you do for a living? I'm a farmer. So, do you have asthma or any chest issues? Well, I have asthma, but I'm always coughing near the tractor. Whoa! Are you okay? I just coughed. See, folks, Aaron here is showing one of the symptoms to exposure of nitrogen dioxide, worsening cough or wheezing, which is the most common. Eyes, nose, and throat irritation, lightheadedness or headache, shortness in breath, chest tightness, choking, and chest pains are also symptoms. Okay, yeah, dude, see ya. Okay, back to you, Tiffany. Cut it, Steve.
Very concerning, yes. However, nitrogen dioxide does have an important place in some of Canada's and the world's most important industries. The most interesting one being its use as part of jet fuel, often as an oxidizer. Thanks to NO2, rockets and spacecraft such as the U.S.'s Titan rockets and Gemini manned space flights have been successes. It is even a part of the space shuttle's complex makeup, almost as complex as trying to contour these cheekbones. Right. It's also used in industries that use welding, electroplating, engraving, dynamite, and bleached flour and rayon.
Yes, Tiffany. Nitrogen dioxide also has a downside. It is one of the major greenhouse gases, causing a gradual rise in the Earth's temperature. This will lead to increased risks in human health rise in sea level, and other adverse changes to the planet and animal habitats. NO2 and sulfur dioxide react with other substances in the air to form acids, which fall to the earth as rain, fog, snow, or dry particles. Some may be carried by wind for hundreds of miles. Acid rain also damages the deterioration of cars, buildings, and historical monuments, and causes lakes and streams to become acidic and unsuitable for many fish, also ruining many crops and forests for humans and animals to use. That's all on health and environments on NO2 today. See ya, folks.
Now we have our expert, Dr. Geller, here. He is big in the gas industries. Yes, well, Tiffany, many more industries release nitrogen dioxide than use it in production. In fact, one of the most primary resources of our era, electricity and fuel to be precise, is responsible for the majority of nitrogen dioxide and other nitrogen oxide emissions. In Alberta, the oil and gas industry is held accountable for the production of about 41% of nitrogen oxides, followed by transportation at 25%. This harmful substance is very much a part of our everyday lives. But isn't it true, Doctor, that nitrogen dioxide emissions are falling?
Yes, that's correct, Tiffany. Many countries have made efforts to reduce their nitrogen oxide emissions through cleaner energy alternatives, calling on certain industries to have a more eco-friendly production process and encouraging automobile companies to produce vehicles that use fuels and technology that pump out less nitrogen dioxide as well as other greenhouse gases. Canada was actually able to reduce nitrogen dioxide emissions by 2% from 2012 to 2013, which equates to a 28% improvement from 1990.
Well, I'd say that sounds like we're over the hump then, eh, Doctor?
I believe the hump may be larger than you imagine.
Yes, well, we're making progress, of course. Well, that concludes our program for the night. We will be back on Sunday at 5. Good night, folks.